Hello and welcome to Culinary Highway, the show that takes you behind the scenes of your favorite locally owned restaurants. And today, we're in beautiful Clayton, North Carolina, on the Clayton Riverwalk. But we're here for Jones's Cafe, which I believe has the best red hot dogs in North Carolina. All that and more up next. And welcome back. Here we are in downtown Clayton, right in front of Jones's Cafe. Let's go inside and see if we can find the owner, Burr Jones, and get the inside story. I've got Burr Jones sitting here with me, and we're going to talk about Jones's Cafe. Welcome, Burr.
How you doing?
Good. We appreciate you being excited about doing an episode of Culinary Highway, because what we do is we highlight locally owned restaurants. And that's the whole thing we need to do these days, is we've got to support the local industry.
Yeah.
But now you guys do breakfast.
Yep.
So y'all do bacon, eggs, and hash browns, and
Country
pancakes,
ham.
the whole 9 yards.
Yep. We got great old big pancakes, about that big. Eggs any way you want them. Bacon. We got country ham. The country ham's also.
See, country ham. That's
Yep.
another thing that is huge in North Carolina. If it comes off a pig,
Yeah.
it's a North Carolina staple.
Right.
You know, we're in Texas. If it comes off a cow, that's our staple.
Right.
Y'all serve breakfast and lunch.
Right.
And for me, my main thing is because I love coming here for the red hot dogs, because to me they are hands down the best. But I know you've got burgers. I got one of the burgers, and that was absolutely phenomenal. But what do you feel like is y'all's top item on the menu?
I would say probably hot dog.
Red hot dogs?
That's what we're mainly known for, is the hot dogs.
Okay.
But we sell a lot of burgers also. We sell a lot of bologna, which is the bright leaf bologna. It's quarter-pound bologna, so it's a great old big thick piece of bologna.
And that's something that's unique really to North Carolina, am I correct? Because in Texas, we never, bologna, we got it out of the package, you throw it on a piece of bread, and that was a sandwich. But you guys, y'all do all kind of things with thick sliced bologna.
And I actually think, if I remember correctly, Carolina Packers is one of only one or two people that still make that type of bologna.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But it's a huge thing here to have a big smoked bologna, smoked bologna burnt ends. I mean, the list goes on. You guys take bologna to a whole new level.
Yeah.
And I've been in here when it's packed and it's lined out the door, but that's a testament to the kind of food you serve, because you're not cutting corners. You're still the hot dog that I ate today was exactly the hot dog that I fell in love with 10 years ago. And you think, oh, an average hot dog, when you think of hot dog, like if you're from Texas or any other state besides North Carolina, if you think hot dog, you think hot dog.
Right.
But not here. This is like a whole culinary division when it comes to hot dogs.
Right.
And so you got the slaw and you got the chili, and all those components have to come together. And so it really becomes the filet mignon of the lunch special.
That's right.
So
we cook ours a little unique too. It was something my granddaddy came up with years ago.
I can tell you it's different from any other hot dog. And I mean, I like I said, I've eaten every one within at least a 30 or 50 mile radius around here.
Yeah. I don't know how he come up with the idea he come up with, but they're good.
I'll tell you, our predecessors had a different way of thinking sometimes than we did. And we see that continue throughout the generations.
That's right.
Like, what are you thinking? And our parents did the same thing. Like, what are you thinking? So
I still use his slaw recipe. So
that is awesome. And you told me that y'all been in business since 1958.
Right.
That is just,
continuous operations.
But, Bert, if you could tell your customers, if you could tell your potential customers that haven't been here yet, that are going to watch this video and be like, hey, Will said this is good, I need to go check this out, what would you tell them?
I would tell him that he knows what he's talking about. And it could be addicting. We have the same people come in every day, eat the same thing every morning. They'll come back for lunch, eat the same thing for lunch. I know most of them, when they walk in the door, I know what they're going to eat.
What they're going to order.
Yeah.
You know, he knows when I walk in the door, it's either going to be 3 or 4 hot dogs, just depending. Because I was on video, I only did the 3 hot dogs. I didn't want y'all talking bad about me, but you know, I did 3 hot dogs, but I did French fries. Normally, it's 4 hot dogs for me, no French fries.
And we try to keep we try to buy local. Like all of our meats, pretty much come from Carolina Packers.
And that's the thing, is they're right down the road.
Yeah,
they're right down the road.
Country ham, chili, smoked sausage.
Well, that tomato on the
sausage.
hamburger looked like you got it out of somebody's garden. So hopefully they didn't have a camera on you out there.
Yeah, I hope they did.
But again, we very
Good Southern comfort food.
it is comfort food, and I mean, I'm built for comfort. You know, I mean, I you can tell that I love to eat, but that's okay.
I've often said, it's just comfort food done right.
It is. Y'all do a very good job, and if you didn't, you wouldn't have been here this many years.
That's right.
And so for y'all to pass it down in the family and to continue to do such a consistent, great job. This is what we highlight on Culinary Highway. We highlight the small mom and pop restaurants, but we support the ones that do the best of the best. The ones that are taking that leap and not cutting corners, and the ones that are going the extra mile.
Well, I appreciate it.
And it takes a lot to wow me, because I'm even though I'm a foodie and I love food, I do get a little picky, and so there are things but like your service level, the waitresses here, they've been phenomenal, and there's one girl, I think her name is Monica. I think she's waited on me nearly every time I've ever been in here.
Yeah, she's been with us ever since we bought it. So
that's what she said. There's 13 years. So
yeah.
And so the service level, the consistency on the food, and everything just comes together. And the fact that all the components of that red hot dog are over the top, it is an absolute wow experience for me. And I don't say that very often. When I tell somebody that it's a wow experience, which is most of the places that we do these shoots for, is ones that give me a wow experience.
Right.
And because I think they should be highlighted.
Well, I appreciate it.
No,
A lot of times these little places get overlooked.
Well, you're and the traffic through here is so busy.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard to, by the time you find a parking place, you're in another town. So you're somewhere else because you couldn't find parking.
We actually just won the Heart of Clayton Award. The first time they ever give it out, and they give it to us. So.
That is awesome. That is awesome. The Heart of Clayton Award.
Heart of Clayton Award.
That's awesome. Well, we've been in the front of the house, the back of the house, inside and outside, and we sat down with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Burr Jones, and he said it best. They do comfort food, and they do comfort food right, and that's because they don't cut any corners. That's why they've been in business so many years. So now you want to know why I consider their red hot dogs to be better than any other red hot dog in North Carolina. Well, just keep your eyes peeled, because I'm about to show you why I believe they have the best red hot dogs in North Carolina. Here you go. All right, so here we are at Jones's Cafe, downtown Clayton, North Carolina. I have been eating here for 10 years, and honestly, on my sad part, I have only ever eaten the red hot dogs and french fries here. They have burgers. They have a full menu, diner menu, all your regular comfort food, special stuff. I mean, they've got all your comfort food items. They've got anything that you could want, plus friendly hometown service. I promise you, if you want to feel like a local, this is a place where you want to come. This is where you want to come and eat to feel like a local, because they're going to treat you like a local. But the main thing that I brought you guys here for today was to check out what I consider the absolute best red hot dogs in North Carolina. And as I say, this is what we came for.
I couldn't do it because that's what
To me, the bun, the slaw, the chili, because if you've never had a red hot dog, understand that you have to get it with the chili, the slaw, the mustard, the onions. You have to get it with everything. I can tell you that for me, I've eaten red hot dogs all over North Carolina, and these are the absolute best to me because the slaw and the chili is just the perfect ratio. His chili is like the perfect spiciness, and to offset that sweetness of the coleslaw, I can vouch for that. Check this out. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Culinary Highway. That was a lot of fun filming at Jones's Cafe in Clayton. Make sure you go check out Jones's Cafe. I guarantee you they'll treat you like family, and say hello to Burr, Crystal, and all their team, and check out all that great comfort food, because I feel like they got the best red hot dogs in all of North Carolina. Until that time, make sure you also hit that notification bell and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll know when your next Best Eat comes out, because you know what we say, local eats are the best eats. Have a great day.